Happy Saturday, everyone. You're here for the grand finale of Saturday shows with Dynamic Forces. We are going to be moving to Mondays, but we are here today and we are going out with one of the greatest guests we could ever have. We will have the one, the only, one of the best ambassadors of comics, someone who I love, we work with well. We have Stephen Gem Mint in the house, helping us bring you some comic goodness today. What's going on, Stephen?
Hey, Nick. Thanks for having me. Appreciate the kind words. Shout out to everybody watching live. You guys are in for a treat. They got some great books lined up here.
We have a really exciting show. You know, last time we had Jem on the air, we had a lot of new viewers. Jem brought some of his audience. We had our audience, and we had some really special stuff. And what we wanted to do this time was step it up a little and bring even more cool comics. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to run through real quick, give people a chance to get on here. We got Simon and Ronald. Hey, Ronald, how are you? Spencer, you shouldn't call yourself that. Let's see what else we got going on. So we've got quite a few things. We've got some Silver Age, a little bit of bronze, not too much, just a little. Some hot books, some classic books, and some CGC graded books. Signed comics, as always, and Remarked. Got to have Remarked. Ronald's in the house. Our boy, you never know who else is coming in. You know, Wilfredo might come in, might get a few of our normal guys. Andrew Guccinata might come back. He might be in the house.
I just had a question for Nick. You know, my Wednesday show, I never get Gem Mint 10s.
Yeah.
You know, Gem Mint doesn't show up on my show on Wednesdays. You know, Stephen Gem Mint.
Did you ever think of inviting him?
I never got the invite.
You know what? As soon as this show's over, you're getting the invite. I promise you. You're going to get the email. Check your inbox.
Lucky for him, he's going to be in California next week.
I'm away next week, too, so it wouldn't work next week. That's the week after.
He planned it this way. So I want to talk a little bit about Gem. Now, our show, we're simulcast. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and our website, all simulcast at the same time. Whether you're watching now or Wilfredo, what's going on, man?
There he is.
I watch his vids. Yes, Wilfredo watches vids. So no matter what platform you're watching us at, Gem is exclusively on YouTube. So when you get a chance, whether you want to go now or you want to go after the show's over, go to YouTube, pop in Gem Mint, and you will get Gem Mint Collectibles. You will check out his channel. One of the best channels in the industry. Subscribe. Make sure you watch some of the videos. Hit like. Some of the videos are nice and short and really informative. Fun reviews. Some of his videos, his Sunday videos with Faye, are awesome. They just rock. And the thing that I love most about Gem, and I've said this to him before, is that he is a great ambassador for this industry. He's full of positivity. He focuses on everything positive in the world. When he gives reviews, he focuses on the books that he likes, gives everything a good spin, has had a great Loki recap show the last 6 weeks. Those are fun, and he brings his boys on. And Gem, you know what? Talk a little bit about yourself before we get into everything.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah, on the channel, you know, we the channel is what I love. So I love to collect. I love to read comics, and we do a lot of statue unboxings. Like you can see some of the statues above me here. We're actually doing a giveaway for that Deja Thoris in the back there right now. So I do that. I do a lot of weekly comic book reviews, and then we count down our top 10 with my co-host Rock and Robbie, and some omnibus content as well. So we have something every day, and it's usually around something around the comic book genre, whether it be collectibles or the stories themselves.
And that's the beauty of everything you do. So if you guys go check out his channel, you know, Wilfredo just said when he grows up, he wants to have a collection just like you. He's working it. I will tell you, he is working it. Wilfredo's a great guy. I want to make sure I got everything here. And, Gem, here's the thing. Gem's success is built on everything he's been doing. Again, the positive outlook. You have what, 127,000 subs now? Am I right?
Yeah, we're almost there. We're at like 126 and some change. And We're coming up on 4 years on YouTube, so it's just been a daily grind, just trying to put out good content, trying to improve the content over time. Don't watch my old videos because the quality is not as good as it is now. But yeah, man, it's been a ride.
Now I have to. Steven, now you said that I can't stop myself.
You're gonna be like, wow, this guy Jem really matured through his YouTube career.
Actually, one of my favorite videos, there's two older videos of yours. I think they might be a year and a half old. One when you were giving a breakdown of books being pressed, and one you gave the breakdown of the Marvel Masterpieces, how that got you back into comics.
Yep. Yeah.
So those are really cool. But yeah, I mean, the good thing is when you hit the video playlist, it goes from newest to oldest. So everybody can watch the newest ones first.
I set it up that way on purpose.
Now, the only other thing I'll say is next week you're going to be at Sideshow's convention, right? You're going to be there from Monday to Thursday.
That's an exclusive for whoever's watching here. We haven't really announced that or anything, but for anyone who's happening to watch this show, yeah, man, we're going to be out there. Looking forward to it.
Kyle, cut that out of this so that only the people watching us live can see that. So, Wilfredo, man, and I got to tell you, you're well on your way to have a collection like Jem's. You know, considering some of the great opportunities you've jumped on, it's a beautiful thing, my friend. You've got a great collection coming. So, if we come back to us, I will show some really cool upcoming collectibles with Kyle, and we will keep us all in. So tonight with Jem here, we have a lot of perfect 10 reads, not perfect 10 graded, a lot of perfect 10 reads. But we had to get at least one or two perfect 10 Jem Mint books.
Very cool.
Will be available tonight. We only have one of each. So Wilfredo gets action figures as well. All right, Wilfredo. So we've got that. We will have Star Wars Vader Down 9.8. This was the book that you had to purchase 4,999 Vader Down number ones to get.
Wow.
We'll be presenting this tonight. We have Berserker. Yeah, Berserker number 1, signed by Keanu Reeves, the John Boy Myers cover. Then we have some nice Silver Age swag. We have a few choice X-Men books between 11 and 30, not all of them, but we have some for today. We'll have some for Wednesday, 11 and 15 to show right now, real quick. And then we have more cool comics. Ronald, we've got something special for you that we'll get to. And we've got some nice reader copies. Because Jem's here, we decided to bring some Batman 92s, both covers. And we're going to actually offer these first print at $5 each. They were $3.99 and $4.99, so you're basically getting it at the original MSRP.
And I want to say to Ronald, we're trying to map out to make sure we have more remarks for you. We know you're a big remark collector, and I know John and I and our banter got a little bit out of control on Wednesday. Next time, just put it out there and say, "Hey, John, Rex, shut up. Show me the remarks." You don't even have to be polite.
Yeah, right.
I felt really bad about that. You know, also we see a message from Ronald. Hey, can we get to those 2 remarks? And I'm like, oh, yeah, let's get to those remarks. I don't even know what John and I were talking about at the time.
That's funny. I actually took the night off, and I'm watching it, and I saw, and it's Ronald, it's Wilfredo. We have a few big remark people, and I'm watching it on my phone, and I see Ronald asking for it, and I was like, the Ronald special. Just like Wilfredo, tonight we've got some specials for you, too. We've got specials for all our fans. So I think we should get to it a little bit, right? We should start getting into it. Nick? Well, I tell you what, we're going to bring some perfect 10 reads. There is, Wilfredo, you might want to know the price of the Berserker before you say you claim it.
Exactly.
Ronald, detail like you have on your website. We will. Wilfredo, just real quick, this is MSRP $4,000, signed by Keanu, and we're going to offer tonight. How much are we offering it for?
Hold on. You jumped on me.
I did jump. It's because Wilfredo said.
Bear with me 1 second. Print's a little small. I was out in the hot sun.
For everybody to know, this is the copy of Berserker #1. This is the best-selling book Boom has ever had. And it may end up being the best-selling book of the year. 2000. All right. So Keanu signed 600 and change of these. These are you had to order 1,000 Berserker #1s to get this. This is a $4,000 book, but because Jem's here tonight, we're going to do it for $2,000.
Man, these guys are lucky.
It's pretty cool, and we're having fun. You know, that's part of this whole thing as we're growing the channel, you know. And what I will say, I'll say the one thing I always say, which is really important. My wife would have me drug tested if I went after that signed book. Yeah, right. I can relate, Ronald. But you have a lot of good sketches. I've seen your calf gallery. You have a lot of really great sketches, so you might be able to do a trade. You know, you got enough. The one thing, obviously, we have the collectible comics. We have, whether they're limited edition, signed. These are rarer comics. If you see something you like, even if you don't buy the collectible edition that we're offering tonight, go to your local comic store. Check out the 800 Comic Shop Locator. Support your local comic store. See if they have Berserker #1. Maybe they have #1 first print. Maybe they have later prints. And just read it. It's a great book. We are going to come back for that. Okay, you got it, Wilfredo. It's here if you want it, if anybody else wants it. I tell you what, let's talk about the Batman Damned. We've got one each of each cover. We've got the Jim Lee cover, and we have the cover by Lee Bermejo. So we MSRP these at what, $600?
Yes.
And what are we offering him tonight for? I think we really slashed the price on this.
$270.
$270 for Detective 27. So these are 10.0s. These are the two books tonight. I wish I could figure out how to get rid of the glare.
Cut the glare.
Yeah, these are the two. There you go.
Help?
No, not really.
Hey, we're really high tech over here.
Yeah, right. These are the two books tonight that are actually graded 10.0. They are $270 each, and this is Batman Damned #1. So this is the Lee Bermejo cover. Here's the Jim Lee cover. I'll show the Jim Lee because it's easier to hide the glare on just one than both. So this is the big book that came out 2 years ago that had the Battle Wang.
The first appearance.
Yep, first appearance of the Battle Wang. The other Richard. So this is a perfect 10 copy, and it's rare getting a perfect 10 from CGC, even on new books. But the fact that we were able to get these on these, they are now at a, they're at a premium, $600, but we're going to offer it for $270 tonight in commemoration of Jem being here, and also because Batman's first appearance was in Detective 27.
And Nick finally gets to say, Jem Mint 10, and I'm not talking about the read.
Exactly. Exactly. So I finally get to say that. So
no, those are cool books, man. Even just to have the novelty of the perfect score from CGC, but also what is that? The first DC Black Label book, or was it the first? Or
it is.
It was right.
It is the absolute first DC Black Label book.
Magazine format. It's cool. It's a cool book.
The funny part about that book is a lot of fans and a lot of retailers at first were concerned about it because they couldn't put it in their regular collection because it was magazine size. And so there was hesitancy in ordering it. Now, even with the hesitancy in ordering it, it sold well over 100,000 copies. But between the fact that it was a great book, and we'll tell you what a Black Label is in a second, Ronald, between the fact that it's a great book and between the fact that Batman showed his Batawang, the book scorched up. I mean, you had everybody from Stephen Colbert talking about it to the whole world. So this is historic. For Ronald and anyone else, Black Label was a mature reader's imprint that DC began. And it was, they had stopped doing Vertigo, and they decided instead of having Vertigo, at least at the time, they would have Black Label, which would be their mature readers' books for their superhero characters. So that was something that they did as almost like, you know, the elite, the Black Label, the best of the best. So this historically is the first Black Label book. So it's really historic for many reasons. It's a landmark issue for many reasons. It's a landmark issue because it's Batman Damned by Brian Azzarello, Lee Bermejo. It's also because it's the first Black Label book. It introduced DC's best-selling line in years, probably since the All-Star comics back in the mid-2000s, I think, when they started All-Star Batman and the other All-Star books. So this is the most prestigious line. It is sold out most places. It's had multiple printings, and there's two pieces of irony here. First, if you buy second printings or later printings, you won't see the Batawang. That has been photoshopped differently.
Right.
Ironically, if you were to buy this tonight, CGC graded 10.0 either cover, you still won't see the Batawang because it's encased. But it is a part of history. It is a part of DC's, you know, what they're saying is the creme de la creme of their line, which, you know, on some levels I agree. On other levels, I think they're putting out so many great comics right now that they've really stepped up their A game that I don't know that Black Label is still special, but the entire line has gotten better. But you still get some of the best Tom King books and other titles under Black Label. And I think you just got Last House on the Lake Black Label.
That's probably the best story so far. I mean, it's only 2 issues in, but from Black Label. And what's odd about Black Label, some are magazine style formats and some are your regular comic formats. And you're right, it's hard to tell sometimes because when I read my stack, DC has so many great titles, it's hard to tell, oh, that was a Black Label. Okay, cool. Like, they're all good, you know, so.
You know, last time I think Stephen was on here, he gave a pretty good, a great synopsis on the storyline. So if you haven't picked it up.
Yeah, even though we don't have Last House on the Lake, you know what? For the fans checking us out for the first time or haven't seen it, talk about it real quick. Let's get some people into the comic stores to pick them up.
Nice House on the Lake it's what it sounds like, right? There's this nice house on the lake, but what happens is this guy who he kind of rounds up these mutual friends that he met throughout the years of his life, and he invites them to this nice house on the lake. So they come, you know, they pack their bags, they kind of know each other. Some people don't know each other. And then all of a sudden they start seeing on their phones through social media that the world is basically ending. Like, everything's exploding and fires and people's skin is peeling off of them. And the guy who invited them comes back to the house and says, hey, you guys are the last people on Earth. So it's like a supernatural element to it. There's a horror element to it. The relationship dynamics are very interesting, and I can't wait to see where it goes. So I think, issue 2 just came out recently. I don't want to give out too many spoilers, so I'm trying to keep it a little bit vague, but it's definitely like a page turner type of story. We want to know what happens next. Did this person cause it? Is he an extraterrestrial? Is it supernatural? Is the rest of the world really destroyed, or is he tricking them? So it's definitely an interesting synopsis. James Tynion IV is writing it. The name of the artist I can't remember, but it's a great art style as well. And it's definitely a book to check for. If you guys missed the single issues, I think they have second printings coming or came already. But check out the trade if you're missing the single issues for sure.
I think you and I are also on the same page in that James Tynion is one of the best writers in the industry.
For sure.
I mean, hands down. You know, this is a guy I've been a huge fan for years, and under the Dynamite logo, about 4 years ago, before he re-upped his exclusive with DC, I called him up, wanted to work with him. Unfortunately, he re-upped his exclusive with DC because what I wanted him to write was the Twilight Zone, because I was like, you're one of the best writers in the industry, and I think you would kill it on the Twilight Zone. And obviously, Nice House on the Lake and some of his other Vertigo books, and Department of
Truth is great. Yep.
If you haven't picked that up, and Something is Killing the Children, if you haven't picked that up, check it out. You know, he is so rich in the stories that he weaves that he just really, really kills it. Bob, we're talking about James Tynion the Fourth and Nice House on the Lake and everything he's doing, because, you know, we're offering collectibles, we're offering limited editions, we're offering some Silver Age and Bronze, but we also love comics, talk comics, and want people to go to the comic store.
And tapping into Steven's expertise.
Exactly.
You know, this is his thing. This is what he does. And I can see why you've been successful at it. I mean, you know, I picked it up, you know, after that last show. I hadn't read it yet. So, you know, nice. Steven's review.
So check out one thing we wanted to show tonight. This is to show all the Gem Mint fans. Here is a Gem Mint like you've never seen.
Right. That's crazy.
This is original art. Amazing Spider-Man 23. First appearance of Norman Osborn. Now, you're probably sitting there going, Nick, you're out of your mind. Green Goblin first appeared in Spider-Man 14. Everybody knows that. You might want to go double check your Overstreet, right? And the answer is you are right. Green Goblin first appeared in Amazing Spider-Man 14. What we wanted to show you, because we thought you would appreciate it, this is the first appearance of Norman Osborn. Ditko was sowing the seeds for a year and a half that the Green Goblin was going to be Norman Osborn. You see him right there next to J. Jonah Jameson, and then you see him right there. So this is the first appearance of Norman Osborn. And we just thought, you know what? We're doing this great show with Gem. Let's just show this historic piece of artwork. And it is just, you know, it's something that's not for sale, to be clear. I know you want it, Fred. It's all good, brother, but it is not for sale. We just wanted to show it tonight. So,
Nick, when did you pick that up?
In the last year.
Oh, okay. So new. Okay.
Oh, yeah. New to me. Old. Yeah. Old, but new to me. What was this, like 1964? Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. So, but look at Ditko. Look at the way he draws the Green Goblin right there. Yeah. So maniacal.
That's crazy.
It is. And you know what? It's just what Stanley and Steve Ditko were able to do. I mean, even though Peter Parker's not in costume because he forgot his costume's in the wash, even though Peter Parker's not in costume, let's just say that this is definitely one for the history books. The fact that Ditko was sowing the seeds 2 years out, prepping, you know, he knew in Amazing Spider-Man 14 who he wanted to be our Green Goblin. So really just wanted to show this real quick for all of Gem's fans, for all our fans. Thought it would be cool to showcase it tonight. So this is one for the record books. Let's put it over here because otherwise Nick will drop it. The most amazing thing about Ditko's art, I don't know if you noticed, but there's hardly any pencil marks, no whiteout. He was always so precise in his artwork, he never needed whiteout. It's insane. Every other piece of original art you get from back in the day, you'll see whiteout, you'll see pencil, you'll see ink smeared. He was such a perfectionist. It is just out of this world.
That's awesome.
And Gem has a beautiful piece of art too. We did a variant cover with Vampirella, and Gem decided to pick up the cover by Ken Hazer. So And that's my way to segue in saying next week we're launching another campaign with Gem that we're really excited about. Our first box, it'll be a Gem box.
Yeah, I'm excited for that, man, because we do the giveaways for like Gem crates, we call them on our channel. And, a lot of it is like donations from publishers and stuff. So, people ask to buy them because we give them out randomly. Like we pick random names via like a comment generator and things like that. But we're not going to sell a box, with stuff that publishers are giving us for free. So the idea that we came up with to kind of create a box, have swag that people can use practically, like the Gem Mint bookmarks, or just having kind of stuff that's related to the channel, like the tote bags and the pins and the buttons and the exclusive variant, like you mentioned with Jay Lee, for Betty Page Curse of the Banshee 1. Awesome cover. I mean, right away you could tell it's Jay Lee. He even put the Gem Easter egg on there like we asked him to do, which is special to me. It makes it feel like, man, that's really a Gem Mint cover. That's not just kind of like, we got an exclusive cover that no one else has. It is that, but it's also unique to the channel as well. And we're gonna have CGC options. Like, where's my Vampirella one? Back there. You can kind of see her.
There you go.
So I'm excited, man. Definitely love the cover, love the work. Jay Lee is definitely. I respect him as an artist because he has his own style and it's so distinct. Like, right away that it's him. So I really think the cover looks great. Betty Page looks awesome on there, and I can't wait for that campaign to start.
Fans are going to love it. Make sure you guys follow us next week. Dynamite and Gem Mint will be announcing it, and it'll be our newest Indiegogo campaign, and we've had quite a few. So when we come back from our break, we'll start showing some of the more affordable collectibles we have tonight because we want everybody to be able to buy in. We just showed some of the most expensive. Let's go the other way, and then we'll work our way into the middle.
Sounds good.
See you all.
There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit comicshoplocator.com to find a store near you. And I look at that old vignette of me on the Home Shopping Club and QVC and Value Vision and Evine and just think to myself, man,
I used to be half the man I am now, and I didn't have those wrinkles either. What up with that? So,
Nick, what was it like being on those shows back in the day? Was that a little bit nerve-wracking?
It was very nerve-wracking, especially the first few times I did it. So, true story. First time I did a show, we were selling to HSN and QVC for a while. And then the salesperson who was doing it just decided to get out of the industry. Just was like, you know what? He just got out, and his partner calls me. And he's like, Nick, what are you doing tomorrow night? I'm like, working. And he's like, Dane isn't here anymore. We need you to go on the air. I was like, what do you mean you need me to go on the air? He's like, well, Dane's not here, and you're the only person who knows the comics, so you're going on the air. I was like, how am I doing that? He said, real simple. You're going to put one foot in front of the other.
Don't think about it too much, right?
I was like, Mike, I can't do this. And he was like, Nick, I have faith in you. Here's the thing. Not only do I have faith in you, but if you don't do this, there's no show. So it's like, he's like, where are you at now? I was like, well, I'm up here at work. He's like, all right, I need you to get a suit. Well, my suit's all the way in Philly with my mom at my parents' house. He's like, so I'm like an hour and a half. He's like, all right, I'm going to meet you at your mom's. Because remember, Michael wasn't far from Scoreboard at that point.
No.
So I'm driving down, like booking, right? He meets me at my mom's, get my clothes. My mom makes us dinner. We drive to Manhattan, all right? Stay overnight at a hotel in Manhattan, go to LaGuardia, catch a flight to Florida to Home Shopping Network, get there the next, early afternoon, and they're like, has he trained yet? And Michael's like, no, but we don't have a choice. So literally right before I go in the air, I'm like nauseous. I like run to the bathroom. I'm dry. I'm like literally sitting there like
the funny part of the story is not too long after that, both Home Shopping and QVC implemented a host training program. Okay, successfully passed before they let you on the air. Okay, I'm not saying it was because of Nick, but I'm not saying it wasn't because of Nick.
The timing is there, though, right?
What a coincidence, right? So, but I got to tell you, it was trial by fire, and the host, John Creemans, was great. He really made it easy. The doctor of shopology,
Yep. But I'll tell you, actually, if you look up on the internet and you Google bad moments or accidents on QVC Home Shopping, you'll see live TV. I mean, not Nick, but you'll see little clips of people passing out. Guys falling off ladders. I mean, it really is that's live TV.
I'll tell you what's funny is that I do YouTube every day, right? And I don't think anything of it. So last year I go to Sideshow Con and they let me be on their live show, and I'm thinking, no big deal, I'll kill it, right? So I go there and they have these guys with these big cameras on their shoulders. There's two guys, they mic me up, and all of a sudden I start getting nervous as hell. I'm like, oh my God, this is like the real deal. I'm used to my cell phone on a tripod and no one's around me. And I got all these people staring at me. But I don't think anyone noticed. But inside, I was like freaking out, man.
Yeah, it's intimidating.
Yeah.
A different Scoreboard, Wilfredo. Scoreboard was actually a trading card and collectibles company that we worked with. Here's the trippy part. Rex and I started off working together, and then we competed against each other. And his boss tried to put us out of business. No joke. His boss made it his mission to put us out of business. It was surreal.
Time. It was all around Death of Superman and
the Return of Superman.
Yep. And that was a really crazy time, and just the explosive growth of comic books at that.
That's when I got into it, man. Because I'm a little bit younger. I remember as a kid in the trade paperback, and I thought it was so epic. I mean, I knew who Superman was, but then to see him fight Doomsday and then him to get killed, and the art was amazing, and the gatefold last page and everything. So for me, that's like a real nostalgic thing for me, because that's like the first story I could really remember reading, at least in a trade paperback.
Well, what's funny is that was a interesting period in comic books, because QVC and Home Shopping, I mean, they were not known for that. They were known for, apparel,
jewelry,
things that appeal to a certain type of demographic. And all of a sudden, we were getting comic books on the air.
We were trendsetters. We really were.
It really redefined, comic book at that moment in time. And then of course, the speculators got involved in things like that, not realizing that these are comic books. After they kill somebody, they can bring him back to life.
Right.
And I think some of the speculators missed that point. But it was really it was a crazy time. It was a lot of fun though. I mean, it really was.
It was a lot of fun, and it taught us a lot, which is one of the reasons why we started the experience. We started the experience because when you look at the world of pop culture and comics, the most successful franchise in the history of movies right now is the Marvel Universe. It just is. It's the most successful franchise. And I've said this before, we bring some cool comics on the air, some collectibles, and we do it to excite you. But the biggest mantra of the experience is there's like $10 billion a year spent from making TV series, movies, action figures, apparel, trading cards, video games, then marketing them, and then the sale of them and the money that the companies take in. With over $10 billion a year, not enough is actually brought back to the attention of the comics themselves.
Yeah, the source material.
Yeah, exactly. That's really what's a shame, is that this is the source material. The comics themselves, the creativity that they brought, allowed them to go out and make these movies. I think one of the big things is technology kind of caught up with the imagination, if you will.
Right.
Obviously early on, I go back and watch the original Superman movie, and I'm thinking, man, I was so impressed by that. But geez,
right.
See the poor special effects, it's not matching with the sky he's flying through.
Now, if you look at if you watch Loki, like the CGI they put on the sets there, it's amazing, man.
I mean, well, I guess video games are the same. I mean, I remember when I was one of the first to go out there and get the Pong game and hook it up to the what was it, the RHF or whatever. You have to where
you're
RGB, right?
You're speaking so Greek to some of our viewers right now.
I know, right? It's like a cassette tape, some of the audience. But now I look at the video games, and I'm not sure that it's a video game.
Right. It's like a movie.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and I begin to think, wow, maybe I wasn't that bright. I mean, I could entertain myself for hours with two rectangular paddles and a square ball just for hours.
Right.
It's like, I don't know, man. My generation, I don't think it's good.
Well, and using Loki as a quick example, when you look at Loki, Marvel, they're geniuses, Marvel Studios. They took Loki all the way from 1962 till recently and had all different strings that were used throughout the story, including once you saw all the Lokis, when the Lokis came in, this is going to sound so weird, when the multiple Lokis came in to talk to the four Lokis, to talk to the original Loki, to talk to the Loki we know from the MCU, to talk to Alligator Loki, to talk to the Loki who said he killed Thanos and Thor, and then the Alligator Loki bit at him. But you saw Throg in one of the jars because Throg was trying to get his hammer to get out of the jar.
Yep.
And the Loki that came down and said, well, my army. And that was President Loki. That was just a few years ago.
Right.
So they really took the mythology of everything. So our goal here is to tell everybody, all those millions of people that saw the Loki TV series, there are Loki comics that you should be picking up at your local comic store. Even if we don't have them here, go to your LCS, support them, give them some love. And let's see, what did Fred say? The most frustrating aspect of failed film attempts is that they largely happen when filmmakers stray too far from the source material.
Yeah.
Go the hex. Yeah.
Well, you know what? A lot of people are saying, oh, well, they'll hire the comic book writers and they'll start writing the scripts. But the problem is that what you're seeing now in MCU and even DC is they're going back to the original source material and making them into movies. But once you allow the writers to be under the control of the studios, then guess who dictates how the story goes? You know, I mean, somebody presents. I mean, how long did Stan Lee try? For years and years and years to produce a movie, and the studio execs don't have that imagination. So once you lose that, okay, the original source material, you're going to start losing the big business as well.
And there are some exceptions to the rule, as long as what it really comes down to is, even if you have to change the source material a little bit, you just have to respect the source material.
Right.
If you look at Wanted by Mark Millar and J.G. Jones, I mean, that was a world of supervillains that divided the 7 continents and killed all the heroes or messed with them. And then when they made it a movie, they made it all about assassins. While that is the biggest change of a comic book to movie that actually worked, that actually worked. But they respected the source material. Millar was a part of it. J.G. Jones was a part of it. They helped usher it to the next level. Blade was different with, Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes. That was more different than most comic book movies now. But the X-Men was closer to the source material, with the exception that they gave them all leather costumes, you know?
Well, I think with Blade, what happened was that it was... They took the foundation of the storyline and made an independent movie of it. Okay, most people who watched the movie did not know that the original source material was
right.
And I think
Blade they could get away with, right? Because the Blade it's not like Superman where everybody knows his origin, everybody knows Spider-Man arcs, you know. And Blade was a little different, and it was a big success, right? I mean, that's really the first successful Marvel movie, right?
Right. Yeah.
Because of Blade, that opened up the doors for the X-Men, which opened up the doors for Spider-Man. And that's what I was saying. Blade was a little bit different, but still close enough to where people said, okay, if we do the X-Men, all right, we'll let Bryan Singer and Tom DeSanto and Kevin Feige be in charge of this. And that's the whole thing. Even though the X-Men costumes were slightly changed, the heroes were the heroes, the villains were the villains. They still mostly looked and felt like you would see them. I mean,
we had a great Wolverine out of that, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, Sabretooth was more feral and less talkative, you know, but it was still really, really good. And the magic words, Tom DeSanto and Kevin Feige, 2 comic book geniuses, were part of it. And then, you know, Tom moved on from Marvel, and he also did the Transformers movies and other movies. Kevin stayed with Marvel and focused on building out the MCU. And the balance that you're getting with the movies and the TV series is fantastic. I mean, if you see what they're doing with the TV series, they're giving you a 3-hour movie.
And I think they finally got it right, because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I don't think they nailed it for me, right? It was like, it kind of felt like the movies because you had Phil Coulson, but then it started to not make sense and not be canon and all this stuff. But now I feel like with WandaVision, with Falcon and Winter Soldier and Loki, it's like you're getting your movies in between your movies now.
They found the secret. I mean, I think what Blade proved, especially to the studio execs, was that it didn't have to be Superman. It didn't have to be Batman. It didn't have to be that main core, well-known superhero or, you know, comic character. But it could be somebody that most people don't know. Okay, but the source material is good enough that it will translate well, and I think Blade opened up the door for everything else.
Yeah, and then the success of Guardians of the Galaxy let them know that you can plug anything if you have a good story and casting, and you know.
I can imagine even Kevin having to fight that one in the studios. Everybody's going, I don't get it.
Yeah. How did he even get greenlit on that, right?
Yeah, right.
They literally, the story was, will this be Marvel's first bomb?
Yeah, right. It was huge, man.
It was huge. And the other thing is I think Kevin only took over the TV 2 years ago. So that may have been why there was also...
He didn't have the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. reigns. Yeah, it was wasn't it Joss Whedon?
No, Jeff Loeb.
Was it Jeff Loeb?
It was Jeff Loeb, yeah. Joss Whedon may have been involved in the beginning, but
he was in the beginning, I think. Because I think he had a quote that was like, how are you going to give me an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show and you destroy S.H.I.E.L.D. in the next movie? With Winter Soldier, I think it was.
Right? That's valid. It's funny. We've been just hopefully fans are happy with what we're coming back, because I know Fred is. He keeps chiming in, man. Spider-Man had the perfect origin story, and Raimi respected that as he created the film. FF has a great origin story and formula, but filmmakers gutted it and failed a few times. I will actually say I feel like the filmmakers got close on the first two Fox movies.
Yeah.
It felt like they got really close, and the magic was there, and they captured a lot of it.
Yeah.
And if Feige would have been involved, I think those would have went from 85 to 89% really solid movies to 95 to 99.
If they would have got Galactus right, it might have been enough to not even really have a negative taste in your mouth about it. Now, the third Fantastic Four movie shows you how far you can fall. That's not understanding it, but I'm excited to see what Feige and company do with it, because I think they understand the humor aspects, the family aspects, the CGI has caught up where we won't look as cheesy. If you look back at those FF movies, I'm sure Reed Richards scenes look crazy now with the elastic and all that, but.
Well, luckily, with all the success that he's been having, he doesn't have to fight the studios anymore.
Right? Like, just trust in Feige already.
So they're not gonna fight him. He's got more, certainly, I would imagine, more power than he did when he first started out.
Well, look at it this way: Black Widow movie. That's a flashback, basically. You're looking at her origin. She's dead.
Yeah.
She's gone. She's out. Boom. But you know what? The movie came out, $80 million hit.
Successful.
And even though it's only going to do like $30 million this weekend, I think that's mainly because so many people can watch it at home for $30,
Yeah.
It's still a huge success. It's still a monster, and it's still a lot of fun. And you know what? It's still added to the history, and you never know what's going to come out of it. Actually, there are a few things you kind of know, but
we should probably hit a few comics. And Ron, I promise when we come back from this next break, let's go to that remark for Ron. Because I don't want to make him wait until the last hour. Like
he had us talking on a tangent here. So what did that Punchline cover? That's the Art Germ cover, I think, right?
Yeah. We got the Art Germ cover and the regular cover. So
is that her first appearance, Nick, or
first full appearance? Batman 92. Because she was cameoed in Batman 89.
And then did she have a cameo also in like it wasn't part of the main line. It was like I can't think of the title now. Joker's on the cover.
The Unleashed. It was issue 3. I forget what it was. It was something
Legends, something urban. I don't know.
Fred, somebody help us. Ronald, help us.
We're dying here. What if we were live on QVC right now?
Yeah, right. Well, all right. So these are going to be $5 each. Okay, $4.99 each. These are
you can't beat that.
Prints. These are going for $15, $20, sometimes a little bit more. Obviously, graded's going for much more. These are first print, near mint condition. They will ship to you bagged and boarded. They're $4.99 each, and this is the first full appearance of Punchline, and the Art Germ cover is just beautiful.
Yeah, and James Tynion is really building up something with Punchline now in the backup story on Batman. So she's going to be coming back, and it seems like he's got big plans for her.
Yeah, he does. He does. Now we have about 5 sets of this, so we set aside one for Ronald, and I don't think I have to say spoiler alert here when I say check out the art. She's already on the cover.
Nick doesn't care. He's going to do it anyway.
So it is just beautiful art by Miguel. I mean, it's just it's not unknown. It's not bidding. Just claim. It is just claim. These are $4.99 each. So just say you claim the Batman 92. You can claim the Art Germ cover, or you can claim. I think this is either Riccardo Federici or Guillaume March himself. All right. Well, Fredo, you've got a pair of covers. Hold this up real quick. And
the cover artist on the A covers, I can't remember.
The good thing
that was like last year already, that book.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a little bit over a year. Oh, la 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 la. Oh, Francesco Mattina. I got it right. Wow. Here we go. So check it out. These are both first prints. All you got to do is claim. We have a few sets left, so it's all good. And we will have a few other items. Look, one of the reasons why we're bringing this in at cover price, one's at cover price, one's at $1 above cover price. Like I said, we're here commemorating Jem being here with us. Also, Nick likes to celebrate Christmas in July. Rex is sitting there going, I knew he was bringing the Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
Did I have the no, we did not have it for my Wednesday show. Christmas is one day and it's in December, people. Nick, this has got to stop next week. It's got to stop, man.
Aren't you glad you're not here next week?
I know. Okay, as soon as I get back, Charlie Brown Christmas tree going back into storage. I'm serious. It's 900 degrees outside today. I don't feel in the least bit Christmassy.
Art of Green Goblin in the back. No, you cannot, my friend at Unknown. You cannot claim the Green Goblin art in the back. I apologize.
Nick will do this. He'll bring stuff on and show you, but he doesn't really want to sell it.
Tease you the good stuff.
I know. It's kind of mean, right? It's a little bit mean. It's like nanny.
1964 for the year he came out, or the year the comic came out.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, Fred. No, you can claim the Batmans for $4.99 each. You don't have to give me 1962 for them. I'm good with you just paying $9.98. It's all good. You don't have to pay extra. No,
he wants the Christmas tree. Sold. I'll send this to you tomorrow. Even though UPS is closed on Sunday, I'll find a way.
It'll be free.
I'll pay for shipping. Just get it out of the building.
He'll even pay you to take Rudolph on top of it.
Yeah, well, I kind of like Rudolph. Okay, but the snow globe out of here. Anybody who wants it.
At least I'm not playing the snow globe.
Don't. Oh, man. I'm sorry I said anything. My bad.
So Christmas in July prices. One last thing that will make some people laugh, I think. So I did a Planet of the Apes show when the Marky Mark Planet of the Apes movie came out in like 2001.
Yeah.
So Fox sent us the paper mache scenery that they put at the movie theaters, right, to get people excited. So we've got the paper mache, and you can find this on YouTube if you look under QVC UK bloopers and put my name in there. So, they take them down every once in a while. QVC goes and takes them down, but they eventually come back up. So Dale, who's on the show with me, Dale Evans, real sweetheart of a guy, he's on the show with me, and he's like, where's Nick Barucci? We know he's here somewhere. And I jump from behind the trees, right? I'm trying to act like an ape. I'm trying to have fun. My foot gets stuck on the paper mache rock. I fall knees first into the concrete floor. But it's live TV. So I had to jump up and be like, man, that hurt. But you know what? We're going to soldier on. And so they do like the 2-minute warm up where they show. And so as they're showing the art and I'm talking about it, I'm like, Advil. I'm like, I need Advil. I'm talking to the PA, like, cut my mic. Because they couldn't tell what I was saying. I'm like, so I'm doing this, cut my mic. And finally they cut my mic. I'm like, please get me Advil and water. Get me 4. I don't even want 2. I want 4 because I know I'm going to be in pain. So, hey, Uncanny Swag says, yo, Jem.
What's going on, brother?
As we were talking about before, by the way, whether you buy these 92s from us tonight or not, these are written by James Tynion, and it's the one most important thing. If you want, pick it up at your local comic store or pick up the rest of the issues. Let me tell you, Batman has been on a tear since Tynion has taken over.
Yeah.
And it is some of the best Batman you can hope for. There's a reason why he was supposed to end with 100 and DC kept him going. And he's got so many new characters coming up. I mean, you've got Miracle Molly right now. Ghostmaker. So much stuff. So you can pick up the collectibles here if you want. You can pick up these limited editions. You might pay a little bit more at your local retailer. We've got Christmas in July here. So we're doing them at $4.99 each. We're celebrating our boy Jem being here. It's a nice 1-2 punch. And whether you pick them up here or pick them up at your local retailer, check them out. They're great reads. Get the trade paperback if your retailer sold out. You'll get a little bit of a better value buying the trade, but you're supporting your local retailer. And that's more important than everything, pretty much. When we come back, Ronald, we will have our remark, which I'm pretty sure you're going to jump on. As Rex said, we're not going to let you wait till the end of the second hour.
Yeah, we'll actually put some books up when we come back.
More than Batman, right? More than one book.
To be continued. 3 little words that hold the secret to the next great story. 3 words that will thrill you, confound you, give life to new possibilities. Every variation of To Be Continued is a promise of adventure, a promise of excitement, a promise of unseen wonders and unexplored worlds. A promise that every issue you read makes you a part of a never-ending journey. And behind every page, there will be an unopened door waiting for you. This story to be continued at your local comic book shop today. Visit ComicShopLocator.com today.
Yo. We're talking about what to show next. We were going to tease, but you know what? We're going to go right into it. Justice League, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Issue 1, blank cover. Ken Hazer, Batman sketch. What we're going to do tonight to commemorate, again, Christmas in July. This is an $89.99 book.
Boy can't give it up.
Boy cannot give it up. Listen, I grew up poor, man. Christmas was it was a harsh year for me.
Hey, get a real tree.
But then I can't have cool collectibles. Can't afford Ditko art if you have a real tree. All right. We're going to do this at 1939, the year Batman first appeared in Detective 27. So we only have one copy.
Kyle's groaning right now.
This is a first print. This is Ken Hazer remark. As always, comes with a certificate of authenticity.
Yeah, I love Hazer's work. It's just, and he could do almost any kind of style. We've had so many of his remarks.
We have
Veronica, Mad Magazine, Spy versus Spy.
Yep.
I love his stuff.
I don't know. I don't think we rarely bring a book down this much in price.
Yeah, that's not what we had on the sheet.
What do we have on the sheet?
28.
28. Okay. That was pretty low
Next time
too.
we'll give you a sheet with the numbers on them as well.
But no, it's cool. Ken's been a staunch supporter of us.
He has been.
These are usually $89.99 each, and you know what? Just like I said, Jem's here tonight. We wanted to do something special, double special, and we've got some great fans. So first person to claim this can have it.
And it's Christmas in July, in case anybody didn't know.
All right.
Yeah, Ken did the first Gem exclusive variant ever.
Yep.
Very.
He kicked it off, and it did pretty well. We took in 12.5 on Indiegogo, but then we got Jade Hope, and she just killed it, man. She brought in almost 21.
Yeah,
it was great.
And as a thank you, we're going to send this tree to you. Okay, I'll have it out the door on Monday. I swear.
The love in the room, the love. All right, Ronald, you said you've got your eye on something. What do you have? Oh, the Unknown took it. All right, you got it.
All right.
Sold for $19.39 to the Unknown.
And I know Kyle put it up there in the chat string, but just remember to fill in the form for anything that you claim tonight.
Well, Fredo, you just missed it, my friend. You literally just missed it to the Unknown by like 8 seconds. I'm so sorry, buddy. We'll have other stuff, though. We will have other stuff. I'm really, really sorry, man. But we'll hook you up. We always do. Ronald, what did you have your eye on? You got to let us know what you had your eye on. While we're waiting on you, we will start talking about some perfect 10 reads. Not perfect 10 grades. We can't guarantee that. But let's start with Dynamite's Mask series. This is issue 5. This is the Steven Segovia high-end black and white edition. This is limited to 100 copies in the world. Comes with a certificate of authenticity and the Dynamite Entertainment holofoil seal. The one cool thing about the Dynamite Entertainment holofoil seal is, unlike seals for movie memorabilia, unlike seals for sports memorabilia, coins, you can actually take it off. I always recommended putting it in the right side. You pull the comic out, you can read it because it's a great read. What we're going to do, what's the MSRP on this, Rex?
Masks, $50.
All right, so this is a $50 MSRP. But because it bugs Rex a little bit, it's Christmas in July.
We're going to throw it in.
Celebrate.
I'll do anything to get rid of this tree. I'm sticking me here.
This will be available tonight for $10 each. Replicon, yeah, we'll give you a quick rundown in a few minutes. Honestly, we spent so much time talking, we've hardly presented anything. $10 each, perfect 10 read, not a perfect 10 grade. This is a $50 book, right? Did you say 50?
Yes, I did.
But tonight we have a few of them at $10 each.
5. We have 5.
Oh, we have 5 of them at $10 each. So this is a really great offer. And again, while this is issue 5 of the story, we went for the 5-star on the perfect 10 read. You will be able to get all the other issues from your local retailer or pick up the trade paperback. It's just a really cool book. This is Chris Roberson, Dennis Calero, Alex Ross was working on it. So it's just a great, great book. Ronald is taking one. You got it, Ronald. So so far, what we've shown for Replica, we showed the Berserker #1 Keanu Reeves signed book. It's $4,000 MSRP. Wilfredo will take a masks. It's a $4,000 MSRP. We are offering it for $2,000 tonight. We are offering Batman.
It's a 1 out of 1,000 John Boy cover. Right?
Oh, yes, thank you. It's a 1 out of 1,000. You had to buy 1,000 Berserker #1s at $4.99 and $5.99 each to be able to get one of those. So we're basically giving it to you at wholesale if you're interested. Then we offered Batman Dam CGC grade at 10.0, the first Black Label comic. You have the Jim Lee cover and you have the Lee Bermejo cover. Now, these are perfect 10 grades. So this time we have a perfect 10 for Gem Mint. We finally have Gem Mint 10s. We sell these on the site for $600 each, but we're going to commemorate Gem being here. We're going to commemorate Christmas in July, and we're going to commemorate Detective 27 and offer these at $270 each. So we only have one of each at Gem Mint 10. They are not easy to get, and they are available tonight. Historic first historic first Black Label, and yes, historic first Batawang too. And then we have the Star Wars Vader's Down. You had to order 4,999 of these. I think this is the Chip Zdarsky cover.
I remember when that came out. That's a crazy variant right there.
It is. It is. You had to buy 10,000. Right, let's see, 499 times 3, 4,000. Wow, $20,000 to get this. Basically, $20,000 at retail. We offer these for $10,000, and we are offering it for $4,999 because you had to buy 4,999 of these.
Dang.
But it is really cool. It is a 9.8, so it's a pretty high grade.
Almost as good as a Gem Mint 10.
Almost as good. Well, Fredo, if you want to work out a deal on the Berserker, if you're saying you're definitely in, we will work out a deal on the Berserker. We'll work on the payment plan. By the way, on the more expensive items, we will work out payment plans with our fans. You know, Wilfredo actually has picked up quite a few things on payment plans with us. What have you picked up, Wilfredo? You've picked up the John Romita Sr., John Romita Jr. Paul Mount signed lithograph. You bought the John Romita Sr. Signed Wolverine, I think, or Spider-Man that you did that. So we'll hook you up. Yep. All right. So we'll work on the payment plan. I know you're really solid for it. What else did you want to look at, Ronald? We're here for you. We got a lot of stuff. We're going to start to actually go a lot quicker on everything. That's right. That's right. Wolverine versus Hulk. That's what it was. Ronald said we had a Batman 1000 sign. Can you pull that from the pile?
Yes, I can.
So the other thing is
Detective Comics 1000 or Batman 1? Yeah, Detective 1000. Yeah, there you go.
1000 signed by Kevin Nolan. So this is a great cover. It's the DF cover.
The wraparound.
The wraparound. What do we got this at?
$69.99.
$69.99. And note here for 1938.
Whoa.
We're doing it for the year 1938.
Right.
We're doing it for $38.19.
Oh, nice. So $69.99. How many of these do we have?
We have one.
Oh, so we have one of these, and I'm going to pull it out. Like I said, comes with a certificate. The number on the certificate will match the number on the comic. This one happens to be 115. What I want to do is carefully take it out and carefully just show the wraparound cover. And you've got everything from Bob Kane Batman to Sheldon Moldoff to Carmine Infantino to Neil Adams to Jim Lee to Frank Miller's Dark Knight to today's Batman. And it is just a beautiful wraparound cover by Dan Jurgens, the man who killed Superman, and Kevin Nolan. And unknown, I got to give Ronald the 1 second to come in on this just because he asked for it. But if Ronald surrenders it, it's not a problem. It is 100% yours. All right, Ronald claims this. Do we have another one anywhere?
I'll have to look. I mean, we'll figure it out. We may. I'm not sure though.
We burn Nick's fingerprints off so he doesn't mess up your books, right?
Men in Black style.
Exactly. Unknown. If we have another one, we'll set it aside for you. So this is sold.
Yeah, definitely fill out the form with your request, Unknown, and we'll definitely look and hunt around, see if we can find another one.
Oh, and All right, well, Fredo, if we can find them, I don't know that we have any more. Ronald obviously asked for it. Unknown is next in line, and then Wilfredo.
Yeah, email me, Wilfredo. I mean, I'll look around. I mean, we have a lot of comic books. Sometimes something gets buried or misplaced. So if we do, I'll definitely get it out to you.
Reminder, Batman 92 first prints, first appearance of Punchline are $4.99 each. The cover B was always $4.99. Cover A was $3.99. We have those available. And we also have, you know what? We'll get to this in a second. We have Spider-Man 55. We have a few copies slightly damaged. Check it out. I just want to make sure you see that. These are obviously hot back issues. The copies that are slightly damaged, we're selling at cover price, $3.99 each. Then we have copies that are more 9.4s and ups if you were to grade them. We're actually only going to sell these for $6 each. So this is one of the hottest Spider-Man book that's been out for years. Patrick Gleason just killed it with the design on the cover.
He started a trend with those covers.
He did. He started a huge trend. And we have him here. Again, it's just a great story by Nick Spencer. Started setting up a lot with Harry Osborn and everything else that was happening. And we just want to get you guys some reader copies. I'm hoping that if you don't have this, you pick up issue 55, you read it, and then you go to your local retailer and pick up the rest of the issues. So it is just a great story, a great book. And we wanted to make this available to you. So then we will go back to the collectibles. And we have Gail Simone's Red Sonja. We have the cover, ultra limited blood red cover from Jenny Frison. And this is limited to only 50 copies in the world. What's MSRP on this?
75.
This is 75. All right. So perfect 10 read, not perfect 10 grade, perfect 10 read. I'm going to show you the certificate. It says limited to 50 in the world. All right.
I like how she did it with all red cover, man.
Isn't that cool?
Is it red? I wanted to make sure now that.
Yep. Blood red.
That's cool, man.
So we're going to put these at $10 each. Ronald, you got it. We'll put a Spider-Man 55 for you. Spider-Man 55 reader copy, the $3.99 one. All right. So this is a you said $75, right?
That is correct.
This is a $75 book, and we are offering it for $10. We have 5 copies available for sale tonight. So this is one of the steals of the night, Christmas in July, commemorating our boy Gem Mint being here. So this is a great deal. Now, this is the Gail Simone run. So if you get this, check it out, read it. It's got beautiful Walter Giovanni artwork. It is one of the steals of the night. Now, Wilfredo, none of these books here are CGC graded. Unknown will take a Red Sonja number 4. Make sure you write Red Sonja number 4, Unknown. This way, when we check later, we'll definitely get it right. But we got you down for it. None of these are slabbed, Wilfredo. But these are all Silver Age. So are you talking about these? If you are, I'll start pulling them in a second. Or you tell me what else to pull. Because otherwise, it's the Star Wars.
Middle slab?
It's the Star Wars. Maybe he didn't say it. This is the Star Wars Vader Down Chip Zdarsky cover, where you had to order 4,999 of these to be able to get this. So you want to see the X-Men 19. All right, we will show the X-Men 19. Tell you what, why don't we just start showing all the X-Men? Just one more time, I want to mention the Red Sonja number 4 Fiery Red Jenny Frison cover. This is a $75 book, but in commemoration of Gem Mint being here and that this is a perfect 10 read, not a perfect 10 grade, we're offering it for $10. All right.
Is it a remark or is that just like a red and white cover?
It's her pencils in fiery red. So it's just really beautiful. It's without the color, without the painting. We just wanted to show pure, and we only made 50 of them. Okay. So, and we have 5 available tonight. We're down to 4. All right. So X-Men 19 is the one that you wanted to see.
Is that the Mimic cover? Or? Yeah.
What's the grade on this, Rex?
5.
Is a 5.0. So you'll see a little bit of the spine ticks. I got to get better at this. I will. You'll see some spine ticks here. A little bend here at the corner. Maybe hard to see. See that there?
Is that the first? That's the first appearance of Mimic, right?
It's the first appearance of Mimic, and Mimic was just, in my opinion, on so many levels, a great character because all the X-Men in one.
Yeah.
You
know, when I was reading the omnibus, the Silver Age X-Men run, they seemed like they wanted to do a lot with Mimic, and then they kind of just stopped writing him in. You know, he became good, I think, at the end or something.
He did because we've got right here. We have 27 as well. Re-enter the Mimic. You're right. They were really, really doing something with him, and then they just stopped. What's the condition on the 27?
27 is a
7.5.
7.5. So obviously it's the 19 you were first interested in. So we are showcasing this right now. And I think what we'll do right now is just go down the
list. I see you got the first Banshee there. That's a book that's got a lot of room to grow, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. Definitely you should hit up talking about. I mean, you're doing all of the recaps with Comic Tom, talk about the hot books.
Yeah.
Hit us up on Banshee, man. First appearance.
It hasn't come up, man. So I do a show with Comic Tom once a week where we count down the 10 hottest back issue sales from the prior week. We get the data from Key Collector, who does a great job of compiling all that. And you and Keys, every X-Men first appearance is on fire because nobody really knows what Feige and company is going to do with the X-Men. Is Banshee going to be a main member? Is he going to be there with Moira? Are they going to do Hoxpox? Like, we have no idea. So literally every X-Men Key issue is on fire. This is one that hasn't come up yet because we typically report on big percentage increases, CGC copies from the last time it sold. So I'm sure if there was a high grade, because look at that all red cover. Typically those ones in high grade recently have broken crazy records, like Batman 181, the first Poison Ivy. There was a high grade copy that sold for some ridiculous amount. Of course, Hulk 181, all those type of old school Silver Age, Bronze Age red cover books.
Which number?
27.
27 is 100.
I'm sorry, 28. 28. Sorry.
28 is 50.
$50.
Oh. And it's a 7.5 approximately?
No. The 20.
Oh, it's a 4.
Yeah.
It's a 4.0 around. Okay.
7.5.
But still $50.
Well, look, we don't know where Marvel's going with a lot of their programming. You know, What If is hitting right now. We don't know what other animation they're doing. I mean, look at everything that's related to the 90s X-Men animation.
Well, now that you have the license under one umbrella,
right,
it really opens up the possibilities, you know?
Would I take 100 for the 19 and the 28? Nah, man, we cut these prices really close, Chris. I appreciate it, but we can't do that on these claim shows. All right, the Unknown will take number 28.
Well, just confirm. Can you hit it one more time? He says,
Unknown. Just say claiming X-Men 28 if that's what you mean. If you mean something, it helps us a lot if you say the book and put the word claim. This way we know 100% this is what you're saying.
You've been watching us for an hour and a half, Unknown. You must know we're not that bright.
And Smart Pig Comics signed up. All right. You know what? We haven't said this yet. You know?
You want to say it?
It's Christmas in July.
Oh, that's not what I meant.
No. If you like what you're watching, hit like, hit hearts on Facebook. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And if you wouldn't mind sharing, please share. So, Wilfredo, I'm sorry. This actually went to the Unknown number 28. I'm sorry, brother. We've got some other ones though. Chris, you know what? Let's put that on the side at this point.
Okay.
Let's put a few sold out items. Let's just put them on the side. You've got the Remark, right?
Yes, the Remark's over here.
So I'm going to go back to showing 19 and 27.
It's a cool set, though, man.
It is.
Now, I'm not saying I think they're going to do Mimic in the MCU, but it's still a cool set nonetheless.
but if they do, you heard it from Steven.
Hey, I'm not going to give spoilers on Loki, but let's just say I don't know how to guess where these shows or movies are going, man. I have no idea.
That's all right. As I said, if it goes the way that you predicted, you take all the credit. If it doesn't, you had nothing to do with it.
Exactly.
Stewart took 19.
That's a good snag, though.
It's a good snag. Here's the one thing I will say: take out of the running the fact that some of these may be in the TV series, in the cartoons, in the movies, in the video games. These are Silver Age books at affordable prices.
Yeah, for sure. And of a title like X-Men, it's like, one of the biggest.
Exactly. And
flagship title is what I was looking for.
That's the exact word. It is Marvel's. It still goes in and out as being Marvel's flagship title. When you think of Marvel, the two groups look, when it comes to the comics, when it comes to the movies, you think the Avengers, Iron Man, Captain America. Yeah. But when it comes to the comics, you still think of Spider-Man and the X-Men as the key ones.
For sure.
X-Men 27, Re-Enter the Mimic. This is really nice copy. We said this was 7.
7.5, yeah.
7.5.
7.5.
All right.
For 140.
For 140. So let's go with X-Men 11. I always like this cover with the Stranger.
Yeah.
So this is the Stranger does seem like he'd be perfect to one day be out in the MCU. He just is the perfect character. So we've got issue 11. What's the grade on this?
A 4.
This is a 4.
For 120.
Yep. And then we have issue 15. And what's the grade and price on that?
4 and 135.
So, and this is a great one. It's the origin of the beast. I mean, that is one of the coolest things that you're going to get. You got the Sentinels, you got the origin of the beast, you got everything here. So this is a sweet, sweet Silver Age book to look at. So we've got these, and then we have, be careful. Then we have issue 21. This is a cool cover.
This one is a 7.0.
7.0
for
nice.
120.
They used to like to do those all white backgrounds on these X-Men books back in the day.
Yeah, it made it pop on the stands,
Yeah.
And then we have number 23.
Number 23 is a 5.
5.0, $40. And again, these are just really, really, really affordable prices. Yeah. Unknown claim number 15. So with the origin of the beast. All right. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to go to number 24, The Plague of the Locust. Yeah, man, a lot of red, a lot of white covers, right?
Exactly.
Now, Silver Age X-Men, $38. And what's the joke that Very Gary and Pressable Defects say? And the Mylar alone's worth more than that these days.
This one's around a 4.5.
There we go.
Correct.
4.5, $38. Nice Silver Age book.
Cool, when I first got back into comics, I used to go to my local shop in South Florida, Tate's, and they would have books like that on the shelves for like around those prices, like really good prices. And I used to scoop them up, man. Now the X-Men, the Spider-Man, raw copies, Silver Age keys. And then I started sending them to CGC. And that's kind of how I started getting into like buying and selling comics, like just picking them up locally and getting them graded. And some of them I would score big on and they would grade a lot higher. But when I see those books, that's what that reminds me of, picking those up at the shop.
Yeah, and again, you buy them because you enjoy them. You buy them right now. They're affordable. These are prices. The prices of Silver Age books ain't going down. The prices of bronze books ain't going down. Everything is going up. And it's you and I have talked about this before, today's strong price is tomorrow's bargain. I mean, literally, to use the extreme example, last year you could buy a giant size X-Men 9.8 for like $8,500.
Yeah.
Now it's $67,000.
You can't overpay for a Marvel key issue these days, because by the time you turn around, you got a deal, you know?
Well, look at what happened in Loki. You had that Marvel 2-in-1 or Marvel team up. I can't remember which. One of the characters in episode 5, you saw the back of his head. He may be in the Marvel universe.
What was that? Was that the Living Tribunal, or was that?
Yeah. It tripled in price.
Because everyone's like, and then I'm not going to spoil Loki, but you don't know what's an Easter egg and what's a foreshadow anymore, So it's like
you just buy. Listen,
you just buy it. You play it safe and you just buy it all.
Yeah, you buy what you like. So
that's true.
We're going to come back and finish out the Silver Age X-Men. Then we're going to put a few more Christmas in July Perfect 10 reads, and we will be closing out the show. We only have a half hour left, so we will see you in 2 minutes. Hey, everybody, we're back. Last half hour of Comic Collectibles with Dynamic Forces. Our last Saturday show will be moving to Monday soon. But we are here tonight with one of our closest friends, one of our best partners, one of the most positive people and best ambassadors for the comics industry, Stephen Gemmint himself. Stephen, as always, thank you again for being here.
Of course.
And
thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Everybody, whether you're watching us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or our website, go to YouTube and check out, put in Gemmint in the search engine. You'll see the icon. Subscribe to his channel. Check out some of the videos. Hit like, share them if you like them, and help get his stats up even further. He's getting close to 127,000 subscribers, and it's because his shows rock. Let's make him even bigger because he's earned it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. You're a positive person for this industry, and I love you for it. All right. We've got Smart Pig Comics. Was that original art on top of the books? It is original art. I will show it one more time. This is not for sale, but because Gemmint came on the air, I wanted to show everybody.
We talked about it last show, I think, right?
Yep,
we did.
Original Steve Ditko art. That's insane.
But we've had a couple questions about this piece. Just so everybody remembers, we have an original art show on Friday nights between 7 and 8. And those pieces will be for sale. This one probably will not be. This is just Nick bringing it out, going nanny, nanny, nanny.
It is not Nick saying nanny, nanny, nanny.
You're not saying it, but that's what you mean. And if you touch that Christmas tree again, I'm gonna leave. I'm not even playing.
Well, I'm not putting this under the Christmas tree. That's for sure.
I'm throwing a Christmas tree right out the door.
Rex is like, if you put the Ditko under the Christmas tree my way, you can keep the tray.
Yeah, it can stay on all year. I don't care.
No need to be sorry, man. No. I brought it here to show everybody. It is the first appearance of Norman Osborn. You see Norman right there, and you see Norman right over here. And Ditko, we just wanted to show this. The other reason why I brought this, and last time we had our Spider-Man 23 on the air, I am telling you, Spider-Man 23 is an undiscovered key.
For sure.
We don't have it. We're sold out. But one day, I have no horse in the race because we're sold out. One day, people will realize that's the first Norman Osborn. More people will realize it, and people will start snagging it up. So I will tell you, if you can pick up a decent copy of Spidey 23 at a good price, buy them now, because I promise you, one day, Jem and Comic Tom are going to be talking about Spidey 23, and when you hear it from them together, it'll be too late.
Yeah, it usually is.
So, all right. So we got X-Men 25 and 26. This is a 2-part story. Now, we had, which Kyle's going to kill me. Which one did we have on the list? Because I put
26.
All right. Yeah. 26 Holocaust. Give me the grade and the price.
26 is a 4, and it's $35.
All right, $35.
25, I got to get up and look.
All right, and 25 we were saving for our Wednesday show, but we will talk about that in a second. So, but check out the 26. It's part 2 of the story.
You got to love those covers with the original costumes, too.
Yeah, man. And, you know, and it's funny. I mean, the person you see the least on these covers is Marvel Girl.
Yeah.
You always see Cyclops and the Beast and Iceman. You don't even always see the Angel unless he's fighting like the Mimic or something. But Marvel Girl is not on as many covers as the heroes. And look, Kyle is having a great time. He's going to punish me. This doesn't sound good. Time to undercut you on something you want. Oh, great. What's the 25 at? Okay, 25 is $38. So we've got this is a 2-part story. So the 25 is $38, which Kyle will now probably put at 35 just to get even. So
Kyle, black out the Christmas tree if you really want to get them. Forbid Christmas in July.
Not allowed. So number 25 is $38. What was the grade?
Oh shoot, I didn't get the grade.
All right, and
It was a 4.0, right? Oh, I don't know about 25.
And 26 is how much?
26 is 35. And
30.
The grade is 4.
And it's a 4.0.
And 25, the grade is 4.5.
4.5. So 26, 4.0, 25, 4.5. This is a great pair of books together. So we've got those.
You know, I wasn't going to come on the air, but you have 24, 25, and 26 together.
Yes.
For $38, $35, and $38.
Yes.
When I bought my copies, which are in less good condition, I think I paid in the neighborhood of $70 an issue. I just want people to understand that you're selling these books at like 50% off already what people can expect. And that 3-book run is worth together in the $250 range.
I feel bad for you, Kyle. I do. So I have a Christmas tree I could send you to make you feel better.
Rex, if you send it to me, we'll make a video of us burning it.
Cool. Deal.
It'll be the new intro for the Wednesday night show.
Yes. I like it.
I like it. The crazy part about that is it'll be like the log on the TV for Christmas. Everybody will be watching just for that to burn. They'll want to see how quick this pops, and how the candy canes melt.
Nick will immediately notice if this tree is gone on Monday. I'm not even playing. He will immediately. Where's the Christmas tree?
Unknown. We are not going to do a package deal. We are bringing out aggressive pricing to give you guys the best deal possible. I cannot go any lower than I already went. I apologize for that, but we got to stay firm on the prices because they are solid prices. Okay, and he claims 25 and 26.
Okay.
We're going to need some more books to put up here. All right, re-enter the Mimic real quick. X-Men 27. So this is the second appearance of the Mimic. This is a really nice condition book. And this goes opposite to what I said because Marvel Girl is on the cover. But I was right, Angel's not. So re-enter the Mimic, white cover. I think it was 7.5.
Yeah.
Which number?
27.
27 is a 7.5. Yes.
So 7.5, $140. This is a really, really nice condition. And I'll echo what Kyle has said. These books are selling. And again, you know, whether or not the Mimic appears in a TV or animation or movie, this is Silver Age Marvel books. I mean, this is literally some of the best Marvel books. Cyclops is right there. What are you talking about? He's right there. So this is Silver Age Marvel books. These are great prices. And I will tell you, and again, no horse in the race. I love these comics. I'm happy to keep them. But when the first appearances go up in price a lot, trust me, the later appearances that are still early will go up in price. Try and get second and third appearances of Wolverine as easily because of how much 180, 181, and 182 go for.
We call that the trickle-down effect.
It is a trickle-down effect. And look what happens, too. 181 has been skyrocketing. And percentage-wise, 180 and 182 are going up more percentage-wise.
You know what's funny, Nick? Not only those, but Wolverine #1 from the Frank Miller miniseries and Wolverine #1 from his ongoing series have been skyrocketing as well, man. Ever since just when that first appearance becomes out of reach and it becomes outpriced for collectors, you look to the next best thing: second appearance, third appearance, first solo, first mini. So we're seeing the trickle-down effect, multiple levels.
Everybody wants to have something that they'll love. So, like I said, these, you know, Kyle underscored, I'll have to, and I'm not just saying it, I really have to reconsider my pricing moving forward, considering what Kyle is saying. Can I go through the X-Men one more time? Sure.
Just the issue numbers.
I'm just going to go with what we have left. We have X-Men number 11.
$120 grade 4.
X-Men 21.
$120 grade 7.
And we'll get to the Fantastic Fours in a minute, Unknown. X-Men 23.
23 is $40 and it is a grade 5.
X-Men 24.
$38 and it is a grade 4.5.
And finally, as we just had, X-Men 27.
$140, 7.5.
There we go. So those are the X-Men. If you need more information, let us know. We will be happy to help. We are going to move to the FF as that has been requested. So we have FF King Size Special 5. And we have FF Annual 8. One of my favorites. This is actually one of my personal favorites.
So the annual number 5 is a 6.5.
Okay.
And the annual number 8 is an 8.
Now, again, you know, these are R grade. So,
right. These are not CGC graded.
These are not
so,
CGC graded. Thanks. Have all those so close to others I'm missing. No worries, Chris. We have more copies coming in on Wednesday. We have more FF Bronze, including a really high grade issue 200. Can't bring everything on every show. So real quick, what are the prices on the 5 and the 8?
5 is $65 and the 8 is $30.
So 65 and 30. All right. So now we are going to go to. So is this a 2-pack?
Yes, that is the starter kit, I believe.
Oh, cool.
3-pack.
We have a 3-pack here. Claim. How much is 8? Claim 8. How much was 8?
8 is $30.
$30 for 8. So Unknown Comics, number 8.
Unknown shaping out to be the buyer of the evening.
I know, he's the baller buyer. Unknown, every once in a while, we'll do something like do a trading card. We didn't have enough for this time. We wanted to do one of the promo cards from the other campaign, Jade, but we decided to hold off on that till the next time because we are kicking off another Indiegogo this week, and we just thought we'd spread everything out. So this is a starter set. What's in the starter set?
A second, I will tell you.
It looks like Action Comics 975 Rebirth, signed by Dan Jurgens.
Yep.
Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures DF Ken Hazer cover. Limited edition. Also comes with a certificate of authenticity. And then last but not least, Batman 50. And this is the Mark Brooks cover. So how much are we selling these for?
$89.99.
$89.99 for all 3. So
just to go back, you'll get Batman number 50 variant vegan cover, Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles DF variant cover, and Action Comics number 975 signed by Dan Jurgens.
How many of these do we have?
We have 7.
All right, we have 7 of these. I'm going to have a little bit of fun.
Which means Kyle is not.
So these Superman first appeared in 1938. So this is supposed to be how much?
$89.99.
$89.99. We're going to limit this one per person because I want everybody to be able to share. We've done some tremendous pricing, and a few people were not able to chime in on this, on everything. So we have 7 of these, limit 1 per person. $89.99 is the starter price as it is. We're going to do this for $38 for 1938, the year Superman first appeared. So this is a huge discount. But you know what? We want you guys to check these books out. We want you to pick them up. We want you to collect them. We want you to read them. And hopefully you'll pick up all the issues around them. I mean, the Rebirth Action Comics by Jurgens, to me, is one of his best runs. And I just loved it. Nick has lost his mind price, right? Because I'm not allowed to say it's Christmas in July anymore.
Oh.
I said I'm not allowed to say
I guarantee you that Kyle will not put the words Christmas in July on the graphic.
You're probably right about that. Unknown, I'm glad you have a lot of the early comics and you're completing your collection. And we will have more issues on Wednesday. We'll have more X-Men. We'll have more FFs. And then over the next few weeks, you're going to see us bring a lot of Silver Age keys. Matter of fact, and we've got a big Indiegogo campaign, a box campaign launching with Gem this week. So pay attention to that if you can.
There's still actually, I think, the RSVP bonus for that, right?
We still have an RSVP bonus where people get a special trading card for signing up. All right, Wilfredo's taking a starter set. And Chris just sent a short list of other X-Men that we need. Sure. The Wednesday show is from 6 to 8, Chris. 6 to 8. Our shows will be Wednesday 6 to 8, Friday 7 to 8, which is original art. And then on Mondays, starting the Monday after, a week from Monday, is also 6 to 8.
Yeah,
so,
and definitely, if there's something that you're looking for, something you'd like to see more of, let us know. We will definitely do everything we can to try and bring what you guys want. I mean, that's the whole point.
Yeah, we have a lot of connections. We have a lot of relationships. If I don't have it, we usually can get them for you, and we'll work with you on it. So we got one of these for Wilfredo. I think we need to really start boogieing. Let's do the Superman Day of Doom.
What's going on, Moriarty?
Moriarty! Gem hype.
Let's trade.
All right, so what's in this? Is it 1 through 4?
Should be on the back, I believe.
Yep, complete 4 issues. Dan Jurgens and Bill Sienkiewicz. signed by Dan Jurgens, all of them. And what are we doing this at?
Hold on. Look.
So it retailed $99.99, but tonight only $75.
Ooh, 75 for Death of Superman.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So $99.99, and we only have one of these.
I believe we only have one.
We only have one. So first person to chime in on this gets all 4 books signed. Comes with a certificate of authenticity, and this is number 9 of 499. So you're getting single digit number 9 at $75 for Superman 75 Death of Superman. So 25% off to one single person. And the show cover 1, cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. You want Arthur Adams stuff, Wilfredo? We'll look for Arthur Adams for you, my friend. We actually just did an Indiegogo with Arthur with a Red Sonja cover with him and Joyce. So we will have more for you, buddy. We will have more for you. So one person will be able to get this. Let's go to the $10 books.
Ronald, grab a set.
Ronald. Okay, Ronald will take the only set.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was only one. He had me messed up.
Yeah, right. What's the Doc Savage at?
Hold on.
So, Wilfredo, you keep coming in right after. Man, we only had one set. I'm sorry, Wilfredo.
Doc Savage.
Doc Savage, $75.
All right, so this is it $75 that we're charging?
That's the retail.
Okay. So what are we doing this at?
MSRP.
I think this is the 10. This is a perfect 10 read.
Perfect 10 read, virgin cover, vegan cover. If you're posting it claim, you got to write vegan because YouTube and Facebook do not like the other word. Unknown says, "What's up, Jem?" This is a $75 book. It's limited to only 50 in the world.
What's up, Unknown? I've been here the whole time, man. Yeah, Alex Ross cover. That's a beautiful cover too.
So $10. Perfect 10 read, $10.
Nick, is it me or is Alex Ross doing so much more work now than he ever has in his career? I feel like there's always a new Alex Ross cover. He did every Immortal Hulk.
All the Captain Americas.
Yeah, all the Caps.
I think he's in the groove, and I think people are back paying more and more attention to Alex because he's really just killing it. He was for a little while. He was doing a few of the single character covers, but in the last 3 years, he's been doing multiple character covers left, right, and center.
He's got the new Black Panther 1. He has a cover for that too, and I think it's a wraparound cover.
Yep, it is. It is.
He's been working.
He's been working. So we have 5 of these. We only have 5. Again, $75 book, $10. We also have Vampirella Southern Gothic. This is the black and white ultra limited cover by Johnny D, the artist of the book.
Also $75 retail.
Also $75 retail. Oh, Wilfredo will take a Doc Savage.
Okay.
This is also $75 retail. We're also going to make it a perfect 10 read at $10. Again, we are commemorating Gem Mint 10 being here and being part of the family. And then everybody who wants to tell John Cole nanny nanny poo poo, you missed it. We have Green Hornet number 2, emerald green cover, limited to 50 copies. And come on, I had to end the 10 read at $10 with the emerald green for Gen Mint because, gems are emeralds. And
also $75 retail.
$75 retail, $10. And if you pick this up next time, like Wednesday when John Cole is doing his show, you get to say to John Cole, I have a Green Hornet emerald green cover and you don't. So Unknown, we're on Wednesdays from 6 to 8, Friday from 7 to 8, and then starting the following Mondays from 6 to 8. So we'll be 6 to 8 Wednesday and next Monday, and that will be the ongoing schedule. Mondays and Wednesdays 6 to 8, Fridays 7 to 8. So
and Mondays.
And Mondays. And Mondays 6 to 8.
Mondays and Wednesdays will be Comic Collectibles from 6 to 8, and Fridays will be the original art show from 7 to 8.
Exactly. Thank you.
You're welcome.
One of us can speak the English language. English is my second language, after all. Unknown gets to say, I got a Green Hornet, and John Cole did not. So this is pretty cool. We're wrapping this up. And I guess what's left is this. Is this all the action covers?
They are.
How much are we selling this for?
I gotta look. Hold on. There. The action covers.
And I think we only have one of this, right?
We have two.
Two. All right.
Action 1000 decade spanning variant. Well, regular price is $193.80. I'm wondering, is that a typo, Nick?
No, it looks like it's 1938, but
yeah, you said it was $193.80.
Retail price.
All right, so that would be okay. So this is going to be an even $100. So MSRP is $193.80. This is all the decades: 1950, 1960, 19. Okay, maybe I got that one wrong. This is 1960. You got the 80s, you got 70s, 90s, and 2000. Wow. How many covers are there? There's 10 covers. Okay. So you're getting 10 signed books by Dan Jurgens, matching numbers for $100.
And we only have two sets.
And we only have two of these. So you're getting 10 books. So I may have the decades wrong. This is 2020. This is 1990. This has got to be 1960s. It's Steve Rude. 1950s with Michael Cho.
They're all signed, Nick?
All signed.
That's
they
cool,
are
man.
all
That's cool
signed. All right, Ronald is taking one. We only have one left. By the way, these are all silver signature series. Normally, we sell silver signature books at $69.99. So you're getting 10 silver signature books. We did a special price, MSRPing this at $193.80. But tonight, there's one copy left for $100.
And what's the retail on one issue of Action 1000? Was it $10 in itself?
Oh, shoot. You're right. Oh, my God. So it's like, oh, my God.
Yeah, because those are square-bound books. Those are thicker, right?
Yeah. Yeah, these were $10 books.
Yeah, without
So
signatures.
You're basically paying retail, and what the heck was I thinking?
That's why I asked you.
You're right. This listen, we goofed. You get the benefit. Ronald got this for $100. One other person can get it for $100. And Moriarty, yes, this is the channel. And there are other shows as well. We've
Absolutely.
got every night there are shows here from 5 to 11. We have talk shows. We have collectible sale shows. This is the channel to come to. And you will absolutely always find something enjoyable. And listen, if you guys haven't yet, please hit like, please hit subscribe. We would really appreciate it.
I'm sure most everybody watching tonight has been watching Steven's Gem Mint channel as well. But if you haven't, you need to check it out. The guy is an authority on comics, but some of the stuff they talk about is really interesting.
Yep, he knows everything from comics to TV to movies. That he hosts shows. It is fantastic. He is exclusively on YouTube, and tonight at 10 o'clock we have a show on YouTube. Well, we have a dance party starting at 10, and it's exclusively on Twitch. So you got to check that out. Help our Twitch channel. And wow, man, Jem, thank you for being here. Really, really, really appreciate your time, man.
No, for sure. Thanks for having me. It was fun. A lot of people got a lot of good lots. So very cool, man. Appreciate you guys having me on.
Hey,
it was
thanks
a
for
lot of
joining
fun.
us. Always, Steven. It's a pleasure, man, talking to you.
And everybody, please do check out his channel. The guy is the man. And thank you to all his fans who also came over. We really, really appreciate it. And we will be back. There will be a show on Monday from 6 to 8. But Wednesday, I will be back on the air from 6 to 8. And we will have more cool collectibles, more Silver Age, and just more comic goodness.
And when I come back the week after, this is gone.
There is no Charlie Brown Christmas tree when Nick is not on the air.
Bah humbug.
There we go. Moriarty with the gems. Love you, man. You get a no prize. Well, Fredo, I will email you about Berserker, my friend. You are the man. Gem, have a great weekend. Thank you.
All right, gentlemen. You guys too. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.